Are you getting a ton of clicks but no one seems to be converting? Or maybe you're getting a ton of leads and add to carts but no sales, aka the one thing that really matters. Well, don't worry, because in this video I'm going to show you how to solve that exact issue and then also teach you how to future-proof your ads so that it never happens again and your ads are always profitable. Before I tell you all of these solutions, I will say solution number 4 is probably the most insightful piece of concept that goes along with running ads. And even if you aren't struggling with this specific issue, I highly recommend that you implement this concept in your ads, your funnels, and your offers. But before I jump into the solutions, I do want to introduce myself. My name is Neil. I run Links Digital, a video ads agency that spent close to 9 figures on ads. And every now and then we'll get a client that comes in and on the surface, everything looks great with them. However, when you look a little bit deeper, you realize that those top of funnel metrics don't necessarily translate into the bottom line. So here's exactly how we fix this issue for them and how you can fix it for yourself. But with that said, let's jump into the first thing that I look at when I'm diagnosing this problem, which is a little embarrassing and it does happen time to time with some accounts, which is going to be obvious technical errors. Now, we want to just rule this out and make sure this isn't the thing that's causing us to get no sales. So the overhead picture with this is I want you to funnel hack your funnels and make sure everything is working properly. Go through your landing pages, add things to cart, sign up as a lead, purchase things, make sure that all of your funnels and assets work on all devices, on Wi-Fi, off Wi-Fi, make sure everything loads on time, all the buttons are working, and in general, nothing is broken. All right, next, after technical errors, we're going to be looking at the ad offer landing page congruency. A lot of times when people are testing a whole bunch of ads, sometimes they forget to make sure that the winning ad message is the one that's also reflected on the landing page and the offer. I'll give you an example of this. Let's say you have an online course that helps people lose weight by adopting intermittent fasting, and all of your ads and all of your assets all say lose weight through intermittent fasting. Make sure when somebody clicks on that ad that the landing page doesn't say something like, hey, lose weight through caloric restriction. Because even though intermittent fasting is essentially a way of caloric restriction, and they're kind of very similar, in the eyes of the viewer, these two different marketing messages are going to be viewed completely differently. And this is exactly why you need to make sure that there's congruency between your ad, your landing page, and your offer. Additionally, you wanna make sure all the branding is consistent. Make sure all the colors and fonts are all the same. Make sure the models and spokespeople that you use on your ads are also appearing on your landing pages and your offer. Essentially what I'm trying to say is if your ad is selling a purple backpack, make sure when they go on your site, they're not being sold a blue shoe. Hey, I want to take a minute right here and talk about the brand new course that I just put out, which covers how to make high converting video ads. Now, I listened to you guys and made this one extremely affordable just for you. So check it out down in the description below. All right, let's say we have the basics covered and you're still not getting sales. This next solution is particularly for people who are sometimes caught off guard with running paid ads online. This is especially applicable to people with quote unquote great ads. You know, the ones with like amazing cinematography, great visuals, like super high engaging, high energy editing. They're throwing all of the little CTR hacks in the book at the ads. Yeah, those ones. This also applies to the ads that are way too overproduced, or in a case focusing on entertaining or humoring people more than trying to get the sale. What will happen is if you are running a lot of these types of ads is that yes, you will get a ton of clicks and maybe your ads go viral organically, but at the end of the day, you're sending the wrong message out into the world. And similarly, if you're focusing too heavily on trying to make people laugh or entertain them, yeah, you're not going to get sales. And that's because your landing page and your ads should work hand in hand to try and get the sale. It's not their job to entertain or be funny. Your ad's job is to get sales. What this is really a symptom of is you setting unrealistic expectations and expecting the wrong outcomes from the viewers. And yes, this does tie back into congruency. If your ads are super flashy and promising the world, and when people go onto your landers and your offers and they see that it's low quality, of course there's going to be friction. All right, with that, all of the little superficial things covered, let's dive into probably the most important concept when it comes to running paid ads. And this is most likely the reason why you're getting a ton of clicks, a lot of interest, but people really aren't buying. Fundamentally, this comes down to a lack of trust and belief in your product or service in the eyes of your potential customers. See, your ads are promising that your product or service will solve a particular problem for the potential viewer. And when people don't buy from you, it's because they don't actually believe that your product or service will actually deliver on the thing that it promises. We've seen these type of ads over and over again, and for us marketers, it's sometimes obvious. However, we can't take a look in the mirror and recognize when we're making these same mistakes. You've probably seen these ads where, they promise the world, like, get a six-pack in 30 days or click this one button and make $1 million. We've all seen these ads. How come we don't go ahead and buy from those ads? It's because we know that these ads are over-promising and under-delivering, and that might be your ads as well. Well, lucky for you, there is an easy solution to this, which is to build more trust. And in order to build trust, what I recommend you do with your ads is, first of all, do not sensationalize results. Second of all, provide tangible proof to the specific viewer watching the ad that they will actually get the desired result that your product or service promises. And we know there's tons of ways to actually do this in the ads, obviously using reviews, testimonials, but also setting up your offers and landing pages to also do this. So giving out things like free trials. And in today's day and age, the market is pretty sophisticated. The likelihood that somebody's seen a similar offer to yours is pretty high. So not only are you going to need to build trust, but you're also going to need to eliminate risk and downside. And the way you do this in your ads is by offering things like risk-free guarantees, fail-proof services. So like if the person doesn't get their desired result, you're going to work with them for free until they do, or giving additional compensation if things don't work out. So let's say they buy a product and they don't lose XY thing, or the product doesn't do what they're saying, you'll get an additional $100 back, something like that. And that's how you build trust and eliminate downside. Now, I will say gaining trust is only one part of the equation. If your ads aren't even being seen by the right people, none of this matters. Watch this video right here to figure out the most profitable audiences that you can use.